In this playlist we are going to see oops concept. So if you say Java, so why you are choosing Java means we have several reasons. One of the reasons is it is a oops language and this is a high level language, and also it is a platform independent. Okay, we are choosing Java because these are these things. Because of these things, platform independent. Okay, platform independent. Because of these three reasons only we are choosing Java. One of the main reason is OOPS language, object oriented programming language. Okay, so if you say object oriented programming language now, there are six things very important. First two thing is class, object. Okay, second other four pillars are there. Okay, four pillars were the first one abstraction, polymorphism, okay, inheritance, encapsulation. Okay, so these are the four pillars of OOPS. So you need to know all these six concepts. Okay, so if you are a developer, you need to if you are a backend developer or whatever the developers, you should know this six concepts. Okay, ma'am. So if you are using OOPS, many of the languages are having OOPS. For example, Python is also having OOPS. So if you choose any other language means it will help you. So OOPS concept is very important for all the developers, and also for interview purpose also it is very important. So if you are a college student, if you are preparing for an interview now, this concept is very important. So for a developer, for developer role in interview they will ask this questions one day. Okay, so if you say oops concept means the first two things, mainly important things are class, object. Okay, so first we will see what is object. So in real world, all the things are object. For example, we have a phone, that is object. We have a laptop, that is an object. Have a charger, that is a laptop, that is an object. Okay, ma'am. Next, if you have a pen, that is an object. So everything is an object. So if you say object means it has two things. One is attributes, that is characters. Okay, character, one is character, that is its attributes. Next one is its behavior. Okay, its behavior. So these are the two things. If you say any object, it has these two things. For example, take this pen. So if you say pen means so it is in black color, it is a Reynolds pen, something else. Okay, it's a Reynolds pen. That is brand, so its brand is Reynolds. Next, so its size is approximately 10 centimeter. Okay, so its height is 10 centimeter. So these are its attributes, that is what it has. These are these features. Okay, so if you say penna, it has some features that it will be a black color, that it has one brand, it has one price. So these are the things for pen has. Okay, so what does the pen has now? These are the features. Apart from that, it has some methods, that is it has some behavior. What are the behavior now? It can write. Okay, so it can write, that is the behavior of the pen. So apart from that, what is the behavior of this? So if you keep the pen down means it can roll. Okay, so it can roll. So these are the behavior a pen has. So if you say pen, so tell me something about this pen means. So you can say it is a black color. With this you can write it. So whatever the things it can do, it is a behavior. What are the things it has? That is the attributes. Okay, ma'am. So what are the things it possesses? That is the attributes. What are the things it can do? It is a behavior. So if you say any object means it has these two things. For example, take phone. So if you say phone, now it also has two things. So one is attributes, next one is behavior. Okay, so what is the behavior now? With this phone I can call a person, I can message a person, I can also play. Likewise, I have several things to do with this phone. I have several things to do. So what it is, what it has now, it has one price, it has one brand, it has one color. So these are the attributes. So that's all. Okay, so if you say methods means what it can do, that is methods. If you say attributes now, what it has, that is attributes. Okay, okay, say take this example, human being. Okay, wow. So human being, all the human beings are objects only. So take the example human being. For example, take ourselves. Okay, one person is there, name is Rocky. So Rocky is a person. So he also has some attributes. So what are the attributes he has now? Height, weight, color, education, area, area where he lived. So living place. Okay, so likewise he has some attributes. What it has, it is attributes. So methods means maybe he can sing, he can swim, he can dance. So likewise he has some behavior. So that's all concepts are behavior. So in technical term we are calling it as a method. Okay, we are calling these things as an attributes. That's all. Okay, so what it has is attributes, what it can do is method. Okay, so take this as an object, Rocky as an object, because Rocky is an object, he is living here, so it is an object. Okay, so he is an object. So for every object we have two things, attributes and methods, and those are unique. For example, take another person, like Surya. Okay, so take one person, Surya. So Surya has different height. So for example, his height is 1.5. 1.5 means here his height is 1.4. Maybe it differs. So even though if it's same, it will differ. For example, he is 40 kg now. He will be 41 or 40.1 or some other thing can change. Okay. So if his color is white means his color will be black or some other thing. Okay. So each and every object. So he is one object. He is also another object. So if you say object, okay, if you say an object means it is a real world entity. Okay, so objects are real world entity that has unique attributes and methods. So these are the lines which is very important. So here say unique attributes and methods. Okay, so object means it is a real world entity that has unique attributes and methods. So if you say any object means in real world it is there, and it also has unique attributes and methods. Okay, so every attributes and methods are unique. Maybe Surya can swim, dance, and also he can do some other thing like he can teach some other thing. Okay, wow. So not all the things should be same. For if you say any object, he or she has unique attributes, then only can say he is a unique attribute, that is a object. Okay, so every object has unique attributes and methods. Okay, so how to create those objects? So in real world we are here, so who created us? The God. So one person, God is there, so God has a blueprint. So if you say human being, okay, so human being now he should have these characters. Likewise he have one blueprint. Okay, so in this blueprint he says two legs are there, legs should be two, and hand should be two, and he should have a brain. So likewise he has one blueprint. With this blueprint only we people are here. Okay, all the people are here in this world. with this blueprint. Some may have, okay, it may vary. That is, some may have, some may not have legs, some may not have hand. So it may vary. But for human being, they have created one blueprint. Okay, ma'am. So there is one blueprint. Based on this blueprint only, all the objects are created in this world. So, so in in technically, if you are going to create an object means first you should have a blueprint. Based on the blueprint only, you should create an object. Okay. For example, if someone is asking you to create a laptop, okay, ma'am. Someone is asking you to create a laptop. First, you know, before building this laptop, first you need to know how many what are the configurations are there. Okay, so which type of OS you need, how much storage you need, like this. There are many questions. So first you need to do a blueprint. Then only you can go for the hardware design. Okay, so before building this object, first you need a blueprint. Without blueprint, we can't create an object. So this blueprint is a class. So if someone is asking you how to define a class means a class is a blueprint of an object. Okay, a class is a blueprint of an object. Okay, so if someone is asking you what is an object now, you can say object is a real world entity and class is a blueprint of an object. So before creating an object, first you need a blueprint. Before creating a human being, first you need a blueprint. Before creating any object, you need a blueprint. Okay, so that is your class. Now we are going to create a class. In Java, we are going to create a class. Before creating an object, we need to create a class. Okay, so here we are having a main class. So before this, I am having a class. That is, I'm having a class name as human, not human. Can create a class for laptop. Not laptop. We are going to create a class for car. Okay. So if you say car means we have several features. So what are the features you have to add? You can add. For example, human being, we have some features for human being. So we have to give it. For car, what are the features are there? So for example, we are going to create a car. Now we are going to create a car. Okay, so just listen. We are going to create a car. So before creating a car, first you need to have a blueprint. So in my car, what are the things should be there? Likewise, I have to create a blueprint. So for example, 4 wheels and airbag should be there, and brake system should be there. Likewise, I need to have these features. Then only I can go to build this car. Okay. So first I need to create a class. So not to create a blueprint, you have to create a class. So if you say a class now, it should have one brand. Okay. So next thing is it will have one price. Okay. So it will have it will have car price type, whether it is automatic car or manual car. Likewise, there is a type of car is there. Next color is there. Okay, so you can say color. Then that so there are 4 features. So other than that, if you have any features now, fuel type. Okay, so fuel type is there. For any car, we have a fuel type. So these are the features my car has. So apart from this, you can add many other features. So for example, we are having these features. So apart from that, we are having 2 methods, that is behavior of this car. So accelerate off, we have one accelerate off method as well as break off. If you give break off means break time, or else something else. If you accelerate means how fast, how much, how long I can accelerate. It is up to which speed I can accelerate. Break time. If I apply brake means how much seconds it takes. So I have two methods. Okay. So just I have two methods. Okay. So that's all. We have created a car as well as there are two methods are there. So that's all. We have created a class. So for this we are going to create one object. So in order to create an object, we have a syntax class name object equal to new class name of. Likewise, we can create an object. Okay, so this is the object creation syntax. So for car, I'm going to create an object. So car, my car name is Tata. Okay, equal to new car of. Okay, likewise, only you have to create an object. Car, that is class name, object equal to new class name of. Okay, so likewise, you have to create an object. So what will happen in the backend now? So I'm just creating an object for this. One second. So in backend, if you created a class car, everything. Okay, so we have a class. So this code are stored in a method area. Okay, so what are the class stuff? Okay, what are the class stuff are there? It is just I have this one, this one, this one, like this. It is stored in a method area. So there are multiple types of storage is there. Okay, we will see this in a separate topic. So like heap memory, stack memory, likewise we have multiple type of storages there. Okay, so one is method area. So method area, what will be stored? Now you are running this code, right? So if you are running this code means I have to store it somewhere else, that's all. So I'm just storing in a bits. In method area, I'm just storing in a bits. I'm just having a class, whatever the thing, I'm just storing it, that's all. Okay, so we have a class, then there is a main class is there. In main class, first it is a public static void main. So your JVM knows only the public static void main, so it directly runs this public static void main. So if you're running this public static void main means you are creating an object. So when this line runs in backend, what happens now? Okay, so when you are creating an object like car Tata equal to new car of. So when you run this line, okay, in a memory, in a heap memory, okay, so car, by saying this, it can understand how much memory I want. Okay, so if you say car means for car data type, for car type, okay, I know how much memory I can give. Okay, how much memory I can allocate. So for car type, I have to allocate this much memory. Okay, ma'am. So I have to allocate this much memory, and I name it as a Tata. Okay, so this new operator, by using this new operator, newly you are allocating memory. You are not allocating the already existed one. You are creating a new memory. You are allocating a new memory, and it allocates memory for all the persons like brand, price, type, color, fuel type, and also accelerate of method, break time. So for all the persons, it is allocated a memory. We are using new operator means for all the persons. If you say car, so this like this, so this represents how much memory I need. Okay, car type, a variable car type need this much memory. So the new operator, by using new operator, you are allocating such memory. Okay, so that's all. This is what happening here. So here, if you're running this means it will allocated a memory. Now I'm going to store the values. So if I'm just giving Tata dot brand equal to brand name is Tata. Okay, if I'm just giving brand name, so Tata dot price equal to, I'm just giving 4 lakh or something else. Okay, so if you are giving like this means for all the fields, if you are giving like this means what will happen? Already in memory, for in the name of data it is already allocated a memory. Okay, in the name of data it is already allocated a memory. For example, this is your area, and in the name of you already you bought a land. Okay, now I am just going to store this. If I am just having data dot name equal to a string, data means what will happen? So this string is going to store in this field. So it just says in memory whether there is a data, yes there is a data. Okay, whether there is a name field, yes there is a name field. So in that field, sorry, brand. So in this brand field, I'm just storing this name. That's all. So data dot price equal to 4 lakh means, so it just search whether data is there in your memory. Yes, it is there. Whether price field is there. Yes, it is there. Here it just store your 4 lakh. That's all. So similarly, it will store all your data. Okay. So this is how class and object works. So if I want to create other class also, other object also, I can create. For car, I'm just creating other object. So BMW equal to new car of. Okay. Now, if I want to create another object also, I can create whatever the object you can create. For example, Tesla. I'm going to create object for Tesla. Now I can create. Okay, so similarly, you can create objects for multiple persons. Okay, so a single class, if you say single class, it can have multiple objects. I'm having a car class and I'm having multiple objects. Okay, so that's all about class and object. So in order to create object only, we are going to class. Okay, I have to create objects. I have to create multiple objects. So how to create objects now? By using class. So before creating an object, I should need a blueprint. Correct? Before creating a class, before creating an object, I should have a blueprint. So in order to build a blueprint, I should go for class. So after building the blueprint, I'm just creating my objects. That's all. So class and objects are correlated one. Okay. We will see the in-depth one by the next video. Bye bye.